Hello folks, and welcome back to the Sovereignty Masterclass. In this module we will be going over decoding the Cestui trusts and how to revest our title and dispose of all property by our will. Now I have a few documents, there's not many, there's only a few documents here on the Dropbox link for you to follow along with, but they're very valuable notes that I've made in terms of deciphering the acts that are involved in order to get this done. Okay, so it'll be self-evident, as it were. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at what the acts in Parliament are saying about these trusts and how we can order them under statute to have our trust revested to us and amend the record as of right. A key principle to realise, which we've covered before, but worth mentioning again, is that we are the land. The surname or our father's name that we take on is otherwise a deceased estate and incorporeal property from which our trust is derived. HM Land Registry here in England hold the title to our estate name, as we are made from the minerals of the earth and thus are of the land or of the earth, from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. No matter where you are in the country that you're in, whatever deals with the land registry, you will find that your title will be held there also. So hence, when we talk about estates and properties, it is very easy to see how they have transferred this concept on paper over to our bodies, just like they have transferred the law of the sea onto the land in this maritime admiralty, corporate, commercial, mercantile jurisdiction. Everything is convoluted, as we know. It's all upside down, inside out, back to front. We live in a mirror world. So because after 7 years we have died without a will and testate, the Crown comes along and salvages our trusts and all property that's derived from our name or our living flesh being and presence on this earth. That's created from all the registrations we have with the Crown in terms of, i.e. driver's license, birth certificate, passports, national insurance, social security, etc. Each and every one of these instruments that we've registered within their system and signed up to would be a new kind of creature created in our image, which is then assigned either a QSIP number, which I know is what they use to trade in America, an ISIN number, ISIN, which is used to trade internationally, which, you know, it's quite obvious with the name there, ISIN, SIN. And also with here in the UK, I found out that it's called the CDOL number, so SEDOL. And so these are the numbers that are assigned to these securities that are traded openly across the markets. All right, so each and every one of these securitized instruments with our names and titles on them is traded in the open markets from which all profits, res, insurance and annuities are then credited into our trust accounts, which is then held at the Treasury. So the Treasury hold our treasure chest, as it were, where all these profits from all these instruments that are traded in our name, derived and made from our name, our living flesh, our being on this planet, is funneled straight into the Treasury, which they have obviously salvaged and have rightful ownership of now, based on all these trickeries that they've done through law. The commissioners to our trusts, or the administrators / trustees, are those men and women at the Inland Revenue and pensions departments. This is where the actuaries run their models on our future expectation of sweat equity contributions and where all the accounting for our funds is handled. Now, there are many different ways to collapse and gain access to the trust. This is just what I found from what they are openly telling us in their statutes, which is their rule book. And this is a really important study, which again will reveal a lot. So they must always provide remedy for any situation that we find ourselves in. Otherwise, it would be treason. Whether it would be out of our ignorance or their paper trickery, it doesn't matter. What they have done is all lawful, even though it is deceptive. But it's up to us to get up to speed and educate yourself and declare basically our will to have what's been held in trust for us revested and returned to us as of right, which is, you know, a God-given right to reclaim our inheritance, so to speak. So we go straight into it. This is